So, good morning. With great pleasure and excitement, we welcome you to the 4-day High Performance Computing Workshop at the Computer and Data Science Center in IIT Kharagpur. So, this workshop, conducted under the auspices of National Supercomputing Mission, promises to be an inspiring journey into the world of high performance computing, or HPC. So, our agenda includes a wide array of topics such as parallel computing architecture, multiple parallel programming paradigm, algorithm optimizations, as well as applications in fields such as artificial intelligence. Our distinguished lineup of speakers are experts from academia and industry who will share their individual insights and experiences. Today's workshop is graced with the presence of Mr. Ashish Kuvelkar from DAC, Professor Day-1 Associate Dean R&D IIT Kharagpur, and Professor Shomujit De, Head of CCDS, and others. So I would like to call Professor Shobnath Roy to share more details and about the workshop and outline of today's agenda.
Good morning, everybody. So this workshop will focus on basics of HPC, and more importantly, I think many of you, I can see, have some with laptops. So more importantly, the goal of the workshop will be that you should be able to use some of the HPC constructs and APIs so that you can write your own parallel program. And we'll also try to give you access to one of our HPC clusters so that you know that how to get right performance and test some performances in some of the cases. So I know some of you have already full exposure to programming and numerical method, and some of you may have exposure to HPC, but we try to start from the basics. Another important thing is that there will be certain guidelines given to explore that side so that these people can listen to me better who are in online. We'll give you certain guidelines for accessing the systems. Please adhere to that guidelines because there are these HPC resources and community resources which you have to access in a way more than you are sharing resources with somebody else. So please adhere to that, and rest of the guidelines we'll discuss detail. Unfortunately, we could not host everybody here because we have limited capacity. So there are around more than 200 participants who have registered, but most of them are attending online, and I welcome the online participants also for these sessions. As we said that we are missing you here, it would have been better that if that resource could have been created where we can host you, but unfortunately we cannot do that. However, we'll try to facilitate all your requirements through this online mode. Some of the hands-on sessions will also be taken in open platforms like Google Colab, and will also help you so that you can use your own laptop to run some MPI and OpenMP constructs there. So please bear during the online sessions, and we'll try to help you out also. And for the online participants, please keep your camera and microphone muted. I think by default that is muted, but you can see that there is a raise hand button. If you look here, there is a raise hand button here. If you have a question, you raise your hand. End of the session, we'll unmute you and you can ask the question. And the recordings of the sessions will also be distributed. So these are for the participants. Again, I welcome you and thank you so that you are traveling from different parts of India, have taken the pain to travel and attend this workshop. Hope this will benefit you. I welcome our dignitaries. Ashish Kuvelkar has been a great help to the Nodal Center activities over the last few years, and he is guiding us. Not only us, he is guiding many nodal centers at many parts of India and probably traveling from Goa to Manipur and northern part of India to Chennai, everywhere for generating for the mission of producing a group of HPC engineers and application scientists all over the country. And you will very soon you will discuss about basics of HPC with you. I will thank Professor Devalai Chakraborty sincerely for who is Associate Dean R&D at IIT Kharagpur for gracing the inauguration program here. And I thank Professor Somuti De. Professor Sanjay Bandyopadhyay was our founding head of this center, and he has taken many painstaking steps so that this center is there and we have our own. One of the topmost supercomputers in India we are hosting here at Param Shakti, which is due to tireless involvement from Professor Bandyopadhyay's side. I can see Professor Pralay Mitro, who was also one of the associate heads of this center and is engaged in HPC teaching for a very long time. He will also have this session. So welcome you and thank you and Professor Day.
So thanks everybody for attending today's workshop. As you know, he has already said we have a 4-day program. So I will just keep it very short. We will have mailed you by now the detailed schedule, and we have the volunteers who are always there. One of them will always be in this room, and some of them are also sitting there in the room opposite to this classroom. Okay. So if you have any kind of logistics issues during these 4 days, you can get in touch with them and also ask. We also will be around. So without spending any more time, we go ahead and ask Professor Chakraborty to inaugurate the workshop.
Sri Ashish P Kuvelkar ji, I welcome you wholeheartedly at this occasion and all the delegates. Professor Bandyopadhyay, the founding member of this center. Welcome. I will not burden you with numbers, but this is the oldest and largest of the IIT. And Professor Pralay Mitro has created a brilliant website now. So you may see how many departments, centers, how many students we have. And our strength in computational data science is immense. It's the best in the country. So amidst all the negative news, I just thought of sharing that you must be following the regular news media. So about a week or 10 days back, you may have heard that in UK, in Durham University, there was some simulation going on for last 2 to 3 years, where they were actually simulating the evolution of the universe, right? From the Big Bang to all the constituents of the ordinary matter, dark matter, and all sorts of things. So they have finally got the result, and it's a bit deviating from what we see now using our James Webb telescope and all this. So from that, and that is the news, that whether our fundamental principles of physics based on all this Big Bang theory and all these things, whether those are complete or something more, something we are missing out, right? So with this example, I thought of just sharing with you a few things. That number one, that it's very important to understand the basics of the subject, right? Because we are all teachers here, so now a lot of new things are coming up, and you are getting trained, hands-on trained. But fundamental, you have to be very strong, right? Then only you can fully utilize the benefit of all these facilities, the excellent facilities that we have here. So you must be very good in mathematics and your core subjects. So it's important to brush up those things. Number two, I would say that you see now we have such a strong facilities that we can perform this kind of simulation, and we can even question the fundamental principles of science, that we can check whether those are right or not. So these are so fascinating aspects. And for us, our IIT colleagues, we may also try to think of coming up with such kind of a program that very scientifically challenging this kind of things. If we also think of that using our facility, that whether we get the good outcome or not, it actually enriches us as researchers. Okay. So this course is brilliant and one of a kind of experience. But I would request that its benefit must be far-reaching, right? That you will be going back, you will be using in your research, you will be organizing courses based on the knowledge that you gain here, right? So it will be very good if you keep in touch with the organizers and both sides. Uh, your cooperation will be required. So for next say 4 or 5 years, so that when you organize a course, you train other people, right? So that information you also pass on to them. So it's very important to track how the knowledge that we are sharing here that is getting transmitted throughout the country. Right? This is our national education policy and all these things. This is the motto. So with this, I inaugurate the workshop on behalf of Dean R&D. She could not come, Professor Indu Banerjee, so I am substituting her, and I welcome her and expect your support towards this team. And I know that they are brilliant people and great human beings and best communication experts in the country. So thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Professor Chakraborty, for raising the occasion. Please accept from our side So before calling the guest of the occasion, let me also request Professor Sanjay Bandyopadhyay, who was the founding head, and pretty much he had been, like Shunam said, that he had spent tremendous effort behind the setting out the center. So please, sir, please say a few words.
Very good morning to all of you. On behalf of the center and also on my personal behalf, welcome you all. And I am very happy to see that the center that we started in 2017, 5-6 years back, has transformed into one of the national centers, and that is has been possible only because of a tremendous support that we have been getting from CDAC. And in several fronts. One is, of course, this the build-up of the data center and the supercomputer facility that we have. I think during the workshop, you probably would like to visit it and see the facilities that we have. And that is, as Professor Roy said, that is probably the largest facility in the eastern part of the country. And in addition to that, we also have this HR facilities, HR initiative from under NSF. And where Ashish has been the instrumental, is the convener of the group, and also, as you all know, he is mainly doing everything under that across the country. Okay. So I think with that I welcome Ashish also for coming to the Kharagpur, and I hope he will continue to support our center and also under NSL bank. So with that, I once again welcome you all. Okay. So have a wonderful time.
So now we'll start our presentation.
So So let us also now welcome the guest for the presentation, Mr. Ashish Kuvelkar. So I believe he will speak a few words based on the starting of the center and the overall CDAC activities, and maybe after that we have stock schedule here, the first stop of the session.
Good morning. Good morning. So I joined them in welcoming you to this workshop, and as has been said earlier, this is being taken under the aegis of National Supercomputing Mission, which is Government of India's initiative in building capacity and capability in HPC. And as a result of that, one of the centers, the supercomputing centers, has been set up on the ground floor. You have seen them, the logo of NSM and saying that there is an center here. So we are, as has been mentioned, we are trying to create awareness about HPC, make HPC system available to researchers, faculties, students who would like to use it. And this training program is part of that initiative. And thank you all for coming here. And as was mentioned by Professor Chakravarti, let this be a starting point. And don't leave it after these 4 days. These 4 days will be intense work for you, but continue with it, get associated with them. Now there are so many ways of getting connected with like-minded people. So maybe you have already formed a WhatsApp group for disseminating information or something, or there are other means by which you would have got connected. So continue that. And if you have any requirement for using the systems after this also, NSM would be happy to make that available. And either you can get in touch with them, or my email address I will show you at the end of my lecture, or you can get in touch with me. And make sure that whatever you learn here, that you continue. And some of you would have interest in some parts of it. Some of you may be from computer science, so you want to develop tools and technologies. Some of you would be from a non-CS background, but you are a user of that. So that is, we are reaching out more to the domain experts from physics, chemistry, science, engineering, all of these, because that is where HPC is used, as I shall tell you later, more. And of course, computational experts aid them in parallelizing the code. So with this short introduction, I thank Somnath and his team, of course, Professor Pandapathy, who have been made sure that we have reached this stage where now we are in position to bring you all here, give this information and take you on the journey of HPC. Thank you very much.
So now we'll take a 15 to 20 minutes break.
We can have your breakfast outside.
So after that, we'll continue with the
Yeah, just tell them the time they want to be here, and they make sure that.
So 9:30 or maybe 9:35.
9:30. So 9:35, please come back.
Okay. So we'll be back.
So we have some breakfast pack.